What's holding you down? I ain't like others. Don't let them hold your ground. I am in the somber sky. I am hearing all the lies.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another amazing episode of Dungeons and Durags. You know, the all-black D&D campaign over on I Need Diverse Games. Shout out to I Need Diverse Games for being awesome and amazing in everything that they do. We want to thank you all so much for joining us for episode 3. Yes, there have been 3 episodes, well, 2 episodes plus today, which makes 3, of this really awesome, fun campaign that I'm very honored to be the dungeon master for. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard across all social media channels. Again, I am your dungeon maestro of the evening, but hey, enough about me. Let me go ahead and go around and, introduce you to the cast if this is your first time here, or reintroduce you to the cast if you've seen other shows or other things that these folks have done. We're going to start with MiladyConfetti.
Hello, everyone. I'm MiladyConfetti. You can find me at MiladyConfetti on all forms of social medias, everywhere, literally everywhere. I am playing Arella today. I am a Twilight cleric, and I'm really excited. And I remembered that the logo means nat 20 for today. So look at that growth. Love that for me.
We adore you.
I love that so much.
I can't handle. We're going to throw it over to Tanya.
Oh, hi. I'm Tanya, oh my God, what do I play? I forgot. Your tiefling sword bard. I really forgot what I played for a hot second. You can find me everywhere at cypheroftyr. Earlier, you probably saw me on Rebels Waterdeep. And apparently now I'm just a D&D streamer. That's all I do. Video games, what are those?
Never heard of them.
Completely. Yeah. Same here, actually. Thank you for passing that off, because I end up talking more than I game. Hi, I'm ChelseaBytes, and I'm your favorite motherboard from the void. And I like to talk and game, maybe sometimes, maybe once or twice a month. We'll see how that goes. I'm also a host on a multitude of other shows. And honestly, my favorite project right here on INDG, playing Dungeons and Durags with these amazing peeps. Nice to meet you guys.
No. And last but certainly not least, JrocTheGod.
Hey, good morning. Hi, I'm JrocTheGod, and I go by on every platform as that as JrocTheGod. The guy who's playing games usually without his hands. You can catch me looping killers in Dead by Daylight, speed running a few games and whatnot. And I'm very happy to be here. I'll be here today playing Latrell, the often drunk, loudmouth, I guess boisterous is the proper word. Bastard rogue who just is unabashedly himself.
That's a word.
That's a mood. It is a word, 1,000%.
That's fine. And again, as I said, I'm your DM, Omega Jones, also known as Critical Bard. But before we get into this show, I want to talk about a couple of things. This is an all-black cast, and you don't really see a lot of these things on Twitter, on Twitch, on any social media, especially when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, because a lot of folks think that tabletop gaming is just for cis white men, and we are proving that no, that is very much not the case. We want to make sure that this show gets out there as much as possible. The first episode, everybody came through, and then the second episode, people said, "Oh yeah, we gave them their flowers for one episode and left." So if you can, please retweet any post you've seen about Dungeons and Durags. Use the hashtag Dungeon in Durags when you talk about the show. Just get as much engagement out there so folks can know about this amazing thing that's on twitch.tv right now. It'd be very, very, very much appreciated. Like I said, there are a couple of go live tweets right now. Find them from any of the cast members and just retweet. It's just a click of a button. Okay, just do it. Secondly, being all black folk and being all black content creators, we don't necessarily do things for free, or we don't try to do things for free. But this is a labor of love just for all of us, because we really want to do this game, especially because this is MiladyConfetti's first ever D&D game.
Obviously.
Shush. But with that being said, we do have a tip command in the chat. If you want to give any of us any extra monetary support, nothing's ever expected, but it is always appreciated. Trust and believe it will go to my coffee, because as your DM, I am tired. But hey, I do this because I love everyone here. But seriously, if you can, please do so. If you can't, it is okay. Just sitting here, as I segue into the next part, sitting here and watching this show, liking this channel, subscribing to this channel, being here for this channel is enough. I Need Diverse Games is an amazing nonprofit that focuses on uplifting black creators and helping them in the things that they do. Shout out to Cypheroftyr for creating this awesome organization. Again, a big shout out to them for allowing us to be on this channel on Sundays. So if you can, please follow this channel. And I kind of want to do a personal thing. And that thing is going to be quite simply, where we at? Let me look at the thing real quick. Okay, we got about 2.1K followers. Cool. If I see 2.2K followers, I might give them a boon, or I might destroy them. It's up to me. But if I just want to see that number change. I want to see that number change before the end of the stream. So, and I don't know where we're at. Technically, I can see 2.1. So let's try to change that. Let's try to boost these numbers. Try to follow this community.
You give us? You gonna just destroy us?
I don't know.
Divine intervention or divine destruction. Yikes.
Right? I don't know. Who knows?
Either way, y'all got the power.
You got the power. Apparently, according to the powers that be, they're at 2,107 followers. So we can get easily 93 more followers. Easily. We got this.
93 simple.
So
Absolutely.
do it. Do the thing. Help us happen. Help this happen. But with that being said, I think it might be time to get into this good old game. What do y'all think? Are you ready?
I thought I was.
I'm scared now. You switched that up on me real fast.
Yeah, you were in chat like, yeah, let's. Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. But before we get into them, we gotta go somewhere else. Okay, we gotta go to a place that you don't want to be. Who knows? You might want to be there. Darkness surrounds everything. No light, no hope, and nothing but the darkness. It's cold. Coldness, it penetrates even the warmest of hearts. It's bleak. It's nothingness. And then there's movement. a shift. This dark presence seems to build ever so slightly, enough for there to be a noticeable change. Something that once was quiet, hidden, now choosing to be heard, to be seen? Not yet. Not yet, at least. A breath. Strained and harrowing. It's concerning, but there is a might behind this breath. Can't place it, though. A few feet away, there are footsteps. One after another. The presence, this dark presence, shifts once more. It's still growing in its in its energy, its body. And then what once was darkness, something pierces through. Two orbs seeming to appear out of nothing. But as the darkness fades, you notice they aren't just orbs, they're bright gold with a singular slit down the middle. Eyes. And this individual, this entity, it waits. And then it speaks. 4 simple words spoken. Why are you here? But we don't need to care about that right now. What we need to care about is the 4 individuals who just got finished with a festival. A festival of Ouroboros, which was a festival that is done every single year in the town of Ingleport. It is a festival of celebration and happiness and renewal and rebirth. Ouroboros being the snake that encircles itself, biting its tail, symbolizing the continuing presence, the continuing circle, if you will. And it's now done. You can hear folks beginning to pack up, beginning to take down their booths and their carts. People yelling for last minute purchases, different items that might go on sale now because the festival's over. You know, you got to get that merchandise out. You don't want to lug all of it home, but you will if necessary. That's always next year. You hear the familiar voices of, hey, we got these Crispies. They almost gone, but they might be stale now. As you hear Franklin yelling out to a couple of passerbyers as Frankie begins to close up, get things cleaned up, trying to sell the last of their delicious newfound food that still doesn't have a name. Probably still settling on Frank's Crispy Flakes. Who knows? Still being brainstormed. But the stage is slowly but surely emptied when it's just you 4 and one small dwarf with armor and a hammer, the shield. And they have come over to you saying, you don't have to be here. You don't have to stay. I know that. You know that. But, get the voice in, but there is a favor I would like to ask of you, if you don't mind. But you don't have to worry about anything tonight. It is getting late, and I'm sure you all are probably sleepy. You probably have some things to do, or whatever the case may be. If you are willing to help out, I'll send someone for you. Crap. I have rooms for you all, full room and board at the Drowned Pearl. Latrell, you know, and Arella, you know that's the local inn that's in Ingleport. Completely, paid for. You all are the marshals. You don't have to worry about anything. There's a what they call, I guess, a continental breakfast as well in the morning if you want that. Breads and meats and a couple of cheeses. Something that the two over there, as they point towards Frankie and Franklin, and they invented this nice spread. It's sweet, almost chocolatey, but has like a nutty flavor. I think they called it chocolate nut spread, but it's good and it goes well with bread. We have some of that stuff. It's kind of an Ingleport standard now. Anywho, if you say yes, please say yes. If you say yes, I'll send someone for you in the morning. Maybe afternoon, probably morning. Who knows time? But again, I'm gonna leave you to that. You can tell the individual in the morning if you say yes or no. No hard feelings if you say no. But it would be, nice if you said yes. But I can't force you to do anything. Anywho, it's right over, and they point towards a little walkway that you can kind of go down. You turn to the right and go to the left. There's the inn in the back of this central part of town. I gotta go, but if you all need anything, and they kind of pause, waiting to see if you all have any questions.
Guys, I think they want us to say yes. They'd just be really disappointed if we didn't take them up on what they're offering.
So, if we say yes, what do we get out of it?
Oh, yeah. That, of course. I just figured you wouldn't want to talk about all that right now.
No, I need to know this now before I say yes.
Sure, yeah. How does 50 gold a piece sound?
I get excited.
Paltry.
I mean, it's not like the biggest thing, but it's enough. And who knows? There might be more in it depending on what happens. But again, I would rather not talk about this in the open. I can guarantee 50 gold apiece, at least.
We'll send someone to us?
Yeah.
Where are we going to find you in the morning?
Someone will come to you, to your rooms at the inn, and will bring you to my temple. Well, the temple.
Oh, a temple. That sounds so exciting.
If you couldn't tell, they have their shield has a symbol of an anvil with a hammer on it, and you can tell that is a symbol of Moradin.
I write this down.
Well, again, yeah, we'll talk about everything when it's just us. But again, it's late. You all have done a lot. You dealt with wolves. You have a pet wolf now. Oh, I don't know if the inn will like the wolf. Maybe. I'm sure you can convince them.
Service. He's my service dog. He's my companion.
Companion, yes. Service dog, probably. Dire wolf, who was just charmed by an individual in the middle of a festival that originally tried to attack people, definitely. So I'm not saying they're not a service companion. I'm saying people might be weary, is all.
And we're saying if you want us to work with you, you gotta find ways to get us to want to work with you. So
can Elvinia give me a persuasion check, please?
While this is happening, Liliana's like, well, guys, we've always had to work for scraps, so I think 50 gold is pretty good.
What am I doing? Persuasion?
Yes, please.
Oh my God. Y'all pray that the dice that I made are better to me than the digital dice. Hey, how about that? They actually are better. I have a 16.
Yeah. You hear the very audible when you get to the inn, and the innkeeper is inevitably going to probably scream at the giant wolf entering their building. Just say that Brendan said it's okay, and Brendan will pay for any damages that happens potentially if the service companion decides to not be so serviceable at any given time.
Well, if that happens, I can send him on his way. But for now, Fenris is being a good wolf.
Yeah, they seem fine. I'm not really the biggest animal person myself. I prefer metal to animals. But hey, to each their own. They seem like a very, very nice, somehow wolf thing. So I believe in you. Anywho, yeah, if you have any other questions, ask them now, or you can ask them when you see me later. But yeah, and enjoy your night, enjoy your evening. Again, it's been a little interesting, for lack of a better word. And I want to make sure you all you're comfortable in this town, especially those of you who are new here. And you see, they are jumpy and kind of awkward, but their presence becomes a little calmer, and they say, "It really is great that you all took up becoming the marshals this year. It's always weird, but I can feel something special with all of you. I don't know what, but thank you."
Are not all marshals good?
No, not necessarily that, but
They're good at their job,
I mean, if you can't light the flame, I'm not saying you should figure that out, but it's pretty easy. It's meant to be easy because it's not meant to be a burden. It seems like it can be. It's not meant to be, but you all just kind of took to it a lot easier than most, surprisingly. But still, regardless, thank you.
Okay. She just kind of keeps that in the back of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of wonders what other experiences these townsfolk have had with other marshals, but she'll table that for later.
Give me an insight check.
All right, bet. Let's do it. All right. That is, of course, I made my sheet small so I couldn't see anything. I have a +0, so it's just a straight roll. Let's do it. A 1. I know nothing.
I got a natural one. Yeah,
Nat
it's cool. It's chill. It's chill. You do
it's
what you
all
gotta
lit.
do. Right?
Yeah.
You do what you
they
gotta
had
do.
nothing wrong. Their marshals were top 10.
Yeah, no, you get the vibe that everything is, it just seems that you all just caught on easier, but you don't really know why. It just feels like there's something you can, even though it's a natural one, you can tell that they are very grateful for this group in particular. But yeah, I'm gonna head back and settle in as well. You all should do the same. There's a late night dinner. The inn is right next to the tavern, so if you want some food, or you can have it delivered. Some marshals have done that before. It's technically in your power to do so, but if you want to go to the tavern, you can do that as well. It's up to you. But I'm going to head out. Thank you all again, and I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe, hopefully. Yes. Okay. Bye. And they kind of just like up to it. And they start heading off in their direction, and you can tell that Latrell, you know, they're heading towards the main foundry area, which is where the temple also is. So, with that being said, what do the four of you do?
When they say tavern, my ears perk up, and they say, "Well, I'll just go head over and just kind of wash the day off of me with some good stories, guys. If you want to join me, you can."
Oh, I'm going to the tavern. I'm sleeping in a real bed tonight. I'm not sleeping in a bedroll.
Awesome. Oh, good. I love to hear that. Latrell?
Oh, absolutely. Any else fingers still itching? I'm still burning, like right on my right ring finger a little bit.
It was a little warm. I don't know what temperature they had that set to, but it was a little uncomfortable. Yeah.
Maybe you should head to the apothecary. Probably got something from stealing from everybody and everything.
Well, I don't know if you can catch bad vibes like that and it physically affect you, but that may be a thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's the coddling the thief for me, darling.
Yeah.
You are so one to be talked about being coddled, Your Highness.
As you should address me.
Hey, that's a start. Yeah, we building the good vibes.
I wish you fought as well as you talk. I remember that first wolf fight. I think that wolf just barely took that as a tickle.
Anywho,
But
I will be
this isn't-
retiring to the inn. I'm not entertaining this.
Oh, okay. Well, if you ever just, happen to turn around and you see yourself at the tavern, we'll be there as an escort if you need anything.
If you're ever looking forward to putting differences aside and finally getting shit done, you will be at the tavern. Latrell just pulls out a cigar and just like puts it in his mouth and just walks away.
He just says it straight up.
Wow. I mean, Elvinia said her piece, like, I'm not here to coddle this little spoiled brat.
Liliana's in the background when Latrell says that, just goes.
Only thing we can help her with is making her meet reality and that everyone is not here to serve her every whim.
If we all turn around and Arella still doesn't come with us, Liliana does want to say, "Hey, we're not your enemies here. We would love to learn more about you when they're away. Specifically when the other two are away. just come have a nice meal with us. And I know you don't need us to take care of you, but I think we could make something great here. At least make some good stories. Just share some, at least." And I'll walk off before she says anything else that will crush my spirit. So, yeah.
As Elvinia, Latrell, and soon to be Liliana head towards the tavern, Arella, what are you doing? How do you take that? What do you wish to do?
Arella, I understand where things are coming from. Sorry for the background noise.
You're good.
What Arella really wants to do is, because she hasn't had a moment to really think about the encounter with the fortune teller, because everything that was said in the tent, I forgot her name, I'm sorry.
Madame Moira.
Madame Moira, what was said in the tent, literally a visual representation of all those things literally just happened. So wanting to kind of understand more of what that means and what that could mean. But like I said, I'm retiring to my room. So, if somebody happens to knock on a door, she'll probably open.
Okay. That is valid. And the good thing about it is, I'm going to go back to the main screen. The good thing about it is the inn and the tavern are very close to each other. It's like the tavern's in the front. And then like if you were to go through the back door of the tavern, because there's like a back door you can go through, and the front, if you go through the back door, you'd see the inn. The inn be right across the way. So you're not far away from each other at all. But it's also, it's the end of the day. You're all settling down. So let's go ahead and actually start with Liliana, Elvinia, and Latrell. As you all head to the tavern, I assume you begin to walk in. I'll kind of just describe what you see a little bit. The outside is pretty plain. It's a wooden tavern. It has a nice little awning. And you can see the name, sorry, I hate this name so much, and I made it up. The Boar and the Beautiful is the name of the tavern. But you see, like, Beautiful is like scratched out, so it gets really good. They just really call it the Boar. But faithful people call it the Boar and the Beautiful, or the B&B.
Yes.
And the doors are kind of swinging open. People are going in and out. It's beginning to dwindle down a little bit, but it is the end of the festival, and a lot of people want to get some food. But a lot of people also got food outside, and who knows? Some of them might be sick now because they ate cranium rats. But we're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about is this gorgeous building. It's like it's plain, but it's still a sight to be seen. And I assume you all begin to walk through the doors.
Well, unless I'm, just heaving over from the cranium rats, I absolutely do.
How much do you like me?
A lot.
Gave him ammo.
So much.
Think about that.
So much.
I just roll the number, high or low.
Oh God, low.
Make a con save.
Oh God. I was like, I never go high. That con save was a 10.
Ooh, fun. Okay, so you feel a little weird to the stomach, just a little bit. It's not nothing that's really making you super sick. However, you kind of, it's not that you perceive things better, but like your mental acuteness kind of spikes. You're gonna have a +1 to any intelligence roll you make within the next hour.
Yes.
An extra
Perfect.
+1.
Thank you.
But as you all begin to head into the tavern, there's sound. There's a couple of bards in the corner beginning to play like a couple of slower jams at this point. But they're still just keeping the ambiance. At the moment, you see different workers going to different tables with metal plates and things, trying to make sure they got people's orders and giving people's orders and making sure they're doing it in a time efficient way, because restaurants should be more time efficient. But as you all walk in the door, you're almost like greeted immediately by a worker who comes up and goes, "Oh, hi, welcome to the Boar and the Beautiful. I am your host, Steven. Would you all? Oh, wait. You're the marshals. Hi. If you all want to eat here, I assume you want to eat here. You can sit in one of our nice booths. We tend to hold that each festival for you all if you all want to imbibe and eat some good food."
Oh wow, I see everything right now, and I hear everything a little bit too loud. It's, you have a menu?
Yeah. Once you sit down, I'll make sure I get all the menus for you. It's not really a lot because we are a restaurant thing in the fantasy area, but it has enough. But yeah, come on in. Welcome to the B&B, the Boar and the Beautiful. And he begins to walk you all over to the booth. It's one of those booths where 2 and 2 can sit together. So one of you will be sitting by yourself. The other one will be sitting together.
Don't forget about Fenris.
And Fenris, who Steven sees Fenris, and they go, I'm not really sure. Well, I will ask you a question. Are they potty trained?
Well, first, my companion has a name. And yes, he's a grown wolf. He knows how to go outside.
My apologies. Unfortunately, I can't read minds, and therefore I didn't know it had a name. What is their name so I can make sure that I refer to them correctly next time?
Fenris.
Fenris, got it. Okay, did you mention potty? Okay, cool. Secondly, are they? Do they eat? If I put food on the table, will they snatch it?
No. Well, I don't know. And I look down at Fenris, kind of like, do you want to go hunt? You good?
You see
Wanna
that
sit with us?
you can tell you would know, especially hanging out with Fenris, so that's what you have now, that they have a very acute sense of smell and hearing, but a very acute sense of smell. And you can see them like looking all over. They smell so much food in here, and they kind of want to run away, but they know it's almost like an invisible tug is on them, like don't do it, but they really kind of want to go away, but they're not, because they know if they go away, they're going in the back to go get this food.
I was like, just bring him a slab of meat on a plate for him. As long as you don't put it on the table.
Oh yeah, we can put on a plate for Mr. Fenris. I assume their pronouns are he and him.
I haven't gone to check, so I've just been going with Fenris.
Okay, well, I'll just call him Fenris for now, and if anything changes, you just let me know. All right, and he, again, make sure you all are situated at the table. He brings you a small little, like a big banana leaf that's folded in half, and there's paper, like parchment on each side of the banana leaf, and it's like a little menu of sorts, and there's three of them for you all. He actually has a fourth one, but he looks at Fenris and he said, I assume they can't read, so you won't need this one. And they kind of just stuff it under their arm. And they show you, well, yeah, there's a selection of things you can get. Some boar, like, you know, the title of the tavern says. You can get a couple of deer meats. You can get some soup, some really good, you know, vegetable turnip soup. Turnips are in season right now. You hear somebody in the back go, turnip for what? That isn't funny anymore. You've said it like 5 times now. My apologies. It's kind of become a thing, and I'm over it. Anywho, there's turnip soup. There's also like this stuff. It's like noodles with like cheese. That's been a nice hit. But you know, you can look over kind of anything you want other than like, you know, super fancy thing. We probably have it.
I think I smell the noodles with cheese, and I absolutely want that if that's possible. Thank you so much. Yes.
Question. Would I know Steve and would Steve know me, Latrell? Like, how well would I be known here?
Hi, hello.
We'll go hi.
Oh, yeah, that was a good choice. Yeah, you know Steve. And Steve actually looks at you and gives you a wink. And you know that they recognize you because they also, this is a side job for them. You know them to be, they typically, not that they stick to the shadows, but their roguetry, if you will, tends to be out in the open. They're kind of more of a grandiose type of individual when they want to be. But right now, they're kind of taking on a form to perhaps make more money, more legal money. And Steve looks at you and goes, oh. Well, lucky for you, apples are in season, so therefore, make sure you sit to the left a little bit. You know that, and if anybody else speaks thieves' cant, you know that to mean, thanks for being here, your food's on me.
I kind of just sit back. Since, you know, I'm cool and thieves can't, you know, rogue realm and whatnot. And I sit back and I just write it down because I think it's a cool interaction. I'm like, Latrell is kind of cool.
How do I say back? I want to say,
so
without alerting too much, I want to see how they treating you here.
So thieves can't. There's actually no specific way to speak thieves can't. It's typically just like, almost like riddled words and things that don't really make sense that kind of just make sense because you're a rogue. It's just like that. See, you know, like that secret language you would say as a kid to somebody that really didn't make sense to nobody, but it did. That's really what Thieves' Cant is. So you honestly could say anything and let me know what that is interpreted to mean, and we'll go from there.
Okay, all right. So I'll ask him back. What color are the apples these days?
Oh, well, you're lucky. The apples this season are actually more blue than anything. You know that to mean that not many people here have a lot of money, so there's not much to be stolen, there's not much to be gained, so he's just kind of working and chilling. And there's also a hint of, with that being said, even though they don't got money, it don't matter, I'm still gonna get y'all whatever y'all want, even if it's like way too expensive on this menu. Just ask for it.
All right.
Well, luckily I'm not here to harvest today, but I do have one other question. What kind of ales do you guys have?
Oh, we got some really good stuff here. We got some things imported from close to the kingdom. They got that really nice stuff. It's it's a little dry, but like it hits the right punch. There's also the imports from Ashfield, which is the neighboring town. It's very bright, a nice fruity flavor. And there's another one, but it's kind of new. It's from apparently the Underdark. It's kind of, well, you know, experimental is a good word for it.
I'm always down to experiment. I'll have a glass of that.
I'm writing all of this down. I've never been to the Underdark, so this is new to me. Like, oh, wow. And I'm just kind of like really vibing with what our server is saying right now. Like,
Can we get some water for Liliana?
Of course, yeah, I get waters all around. Water's definitely contemporary. Yes, that complimentary in the B&B.
Can I get your finest whiskey and a steak, medium well?
Oh, finest whiskey? And
Yes.
you see them give Latrell a look for a second, and then they look back at you and go, oh, yeah. Finest whiskey, 100%. And a nice steak, you said?
Yeah.
Do you want like, I won't judge you if you want it well done, but
No.
we prefer not.
Medium.
Good. Oh, great. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. Okay.
Some kind of vegetable.
Yeah. We have like a vegetable medley. We can get that for you. So we go. We got a medium steak with a vegetable medley. We got, I'm sorry, I didn't ask. Do you want a cup of the noodles and cheese? Do you want like a bowl of noodles and cheese? Or, you know, we decided to like, you know, save and be more conserving things. And we put the noodles and cheese inside a loaf of bread. We can have that too if you want it. You don't have, that's a lot of carbs though.
I'll eat all the carbs, thank you. I just had to come down here and say that. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, cool. We got that for you. And then I'm sorry, friend. Did you just want ale? Or did you want food as well?
Oh, I'm still kind of full from the those weird flakes from earlier. So.
No, yeah, they tried to come in here and give some to us, but we shoo them away. We don't want. Well, no, we don't need official business only. We don't want to steal. You know, if they have a new thing and then we start making that new thing, and then they get mad that we have the new thing. So we just leave that be.
No, I'm just saying. This is still continuing the same day from when we had the flakes earlier. Right?
I know. He's saying that he knows about the flakes. But yeah, okay now. Yeah, I can get you ale for now. Great.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be off and get the food ready, and he leaves you all to be.
Guys, this place is so interesting. I just want to start like listening around for other characters, like people just telling stories and stuff, and getting lost in the ambience of it.
Sure, yeah. If you want to give me a perception check as you look around.
Ooh, chocolate wine sounds so good right now, like IRL.
It is. That's what I'm
I got a 16.
Yeah, you hear a couple of people in the tavern just kind of having their own conversations. A couple of people are looking in your direction because you are the marshals. So they're just wondering, what your plans are now. They're not really saying that to you. They're just like, I wonder what they're doing next. Are they going to stay? Most of them don't. But did you see the way Quentin looked at them? It's like he knew something about them. I don't know. Maybe they're just... Maybe he knows them from a different time or something. Who knows? I just kind of go back to it. A couple of other people are talking about how the vegetable medley is a little too much turn up for their taste, but it's not the worst thing in the world. You hear the bards have just got done ending with their little segment, and a couple of people are clapping for them, and they're like, ha ha ha, and they go back to themselves going, "This is the deadest tavern ever. We're not coming back. We're not coming back. We tried. We're not coming back." But yeah, just simple small talk. And you also you see the local tavern cat roaming around, making obvious meowing noises because that's what cats wants to do. So yeah, that's all you see. So if you hear another cat, just know it's a tavern cat.
Bet. I'll remember that.
Is it a Jellicle cat?
Yeah, it's totally a Jellicle cat. It is totally a Jellicle cat.
My
It
God.
is 1,000% a Jellicle cat.
I'm going to, outside of character, I have to just cover my face and just cry right here. Ugh, the Jellicle cats.
Now, remember, I am actually old enough to have seen the real Broadway show, not that movie we're going to pretend didn't happen.
We don't talk about
Right, exactly.
Either way, do you all talk about anything while you're waiting for your food?
I look to both of them and go, so seriously, are we going to still work with Orella? I know you're trying, Liliana, but I can't rock with this whole high and mighty act.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think we're too hard on her.
What?
And then she starts talking.
You shocked me for a second. I was like, you're saying this? Liliana is also shocked that you said that because you got her in the first half, but then the second part, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought you changed the whole leaf, but Liliana's like, oh, yeah, guys, I think maybe, we just don't know her like that yet, she's only known how to put up just one wall, and I know a lot of people who put up walls all the time, so maybe we just have to break through it.
Honestly, I agree. I feel like maybe she had to have been chosen for a reason, right? I feel like there's definitely more there.
Destiny makes mistakes.
It doesn't help that, you took her bracelet on the first day you met her.
I gave it back. It was never an intent to steal.
How
I just
would she have
knew.
known that?
Well, she should have stopped me in the first place. I was just testing her mettle.
I mean, I like to keep my things close, and I also follow the rule: if you don't want it stolen, keep it close, but not. I think princesses don't have those lessons early on in life. Yeah. Not everything's funny to everybody,
Well, maybe we need to help her lighten up.
Well, I haven't even done anything to her. She just talked to me like I was something she found on her shoe.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she stepped on my back twice or thrice, but we just have to turn the other cheek and give her another chance, because I would love to get some stories from a real life princess. Like, you see me, I'm never gonna meet another princess in my life, and I would love to get at least one or two of her stories.
I can't tell if you're pure or a blogger in disguise.
What's a blog?
What's that? A blog?
Yeah, what's that?
Is that like a creature?
As Steve comes back over with your food. And as he begins to give you your plates, we're going to switch over to Arella. Arella, what are you doing at this moment? I'm assuming you said you're heading towards the end, correct?
Yes. So She's heading towards the inn, and Orella actually walks by and sees. Am I allowed to have like input with like characters I've already seen before? Or am I? You can particularly.
Yeah, typically you control your own character, but you can if you want to see somebody, you let me know and I can describe what might be happening.
Yeah. So you remember those two kids from earlier? Where they were like, how do you be a princess? And she really didn't have like a definitive answer. So she like defense mechanismed out. I want her to run into those kids again.
Of course. Yeah. As you're walking.
Late at night for some reason.
It is a fantastical area. What actually is like, there is no get in. Well, actually, I'll get to that in a second.
There's no bedtime in this town.
You'll see. But as you're walking, you see the two kids with another friend kind of walking along, kicking like a couple of rocks. And then they see you and go, oh, it's the princess. It's the princess. It's the princess. And they kind of go stare at you. Hi.
What are you three doing up so late? Out and about?
Nothing. It was his fault. He wanted to kick some rocks. No, I didn't. I just wanted to, yeah, I didn't feel like going home yet.
And why don't you feel like going home?
You see him kind of like get really bashful and like go inside himself.
Well, you can tell me. Remember, I'm a princess. Why don't you want to go home?
You won't tell my dad, will you?
Princess's honor.
It's just not fun being home anymore. Dad works a lot, and she's not really around. And I when he is there, she kind of like gets a little choked up, and the girl kind of like gets in front of him and goes, he doesn't like being home.
So who takes care of you when your father's not home?
Well, we take care of each other, duh. I mean, sorry, princess.
You all cannot be older than 9 years old. You have no adult supervision in your life. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, my mom and dad are fine, and his dad and his mom are fine too. They just, and at that moment you see a couple of lanterns on like these tall posts begin to glow as the lights begin, like the nighttime lights begin to come on the evening nights, and you hear in the distance the very clear sound of, Lucas, didn't I tell you to get into this house when the lights come on? You go, he is shaking. He is shaking. I really want to stay and talk to you, but like my mom just, 10, 9, 8. I gotta go, but it was nice. It was nice to meet you. You're really nice. Maybe I'll see you later. 3. Okay, we're coming, Mom. And they just like bolt.
Aurella's confused by that interaction because, I mean, that's obviously not her home life, but I don't know what to take from that. But I guess she just retires into the inn for the evening.
And as you begin to walk towards the end, you have a very high perception. You distinctly hear, didn't I tell you to get on this porch? By the time the lights come on, get in the house. And you hear like a door slam as you begin to walk into the inn.
Well, if I have a high perception, then Aurelia turns heel and goes toward the house and knocks on the door.
Yes? Hello? Who's at my door at this hour?
Princess Aurelia of Ouroboros.
Who?
What do you mean, who? Open this door for royalty.
Who's royal? Huh?
This is Princess Arella of Ouroboros.
Who's the princess? Princess? We got princesses? Who? Wait, what? Hold on. So these little kids are playing too many jokes outside right now? And you hear like a latch kind of open, and then there's a hesitancy, and you see an older lady with gray hair. You see she has an apron on, like she just got done cooking dinner. Her hands are like dusty with some kind of flour. And she looks at you and goes, "Now, young lady, what are you doing at my door at this hour? It's late. I gotta eat my kids. They just got in. We gotta eat some food, and we gotta go to bed. You should be in bed too."
She doesn't know who the princess is?
Nope. Maybe
Why?
she did. Maybe she doesn't remember. Maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows? But she is not recognizing you.
I am Princess Arella of Ouroboros. I am to rule this kingdom. How is it that you don't know of the royal family?
The royal family? I remember. I mean, that's. Oh, you's the baby. Oh, child. Why didn't you say that? I remember your parents before they was, the king that they was now. Well, at least I remember your mama. Oh, poor child. You want to come in? You want to get some dinner?
No, but I do have a gift for Lucas. I would like to present it to them.
Get out here! Yeah, Mom? Oh, hi, Princess. What are you doing here? Apparently the baby got something for you.
Child, do you remember when you asked, how do you become a princess?
Yeah?
Well, I wanted to present you with something for your first step to becoming royalty.
This baby saying my baby gonna be royal? Who he getting married off to? We don't do that. Well, man, he got to be a lot older than that.
No marriage, ma'am. No marriage. And then Arella gives the bracelet that she has to the child.
Oh, thank you. Do I wear it or something?
Yes, you wear it at all times and protect it with everything that you have.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And he just kind of like runs off again. And you
Love
see
that.
his friends, the two friends are with him because they all eat dinner at the same place because obviously she's not going to let them starve. And he's like, look, Princess gave me a bracelet. Oh, baby, that was so kind of you. Thank you.
You have a good evening, madam.
Oh, I will. Tell your mom I said hi now. Tell her to come over and get my recipe. I told her those people at that castle can't make stuff like I do. Okay? You tell her come back now.
And holding back, getting choked up. Ma'am, I haven't seen my mother in years. But you again have a nice evening.
Oh, well, you do now. You get out of this. You know the street lights on. I'm sure you got to get home too.
I do.
And the door closes, like very slowly.
So then Arella heads back to the inn, retires to her room. But instead of going to sleep, I wanted to ask you, this is me being ignorant again.
Ask all of the things, okay?
So you know how she has the spell Sacred Flame, right?
Yes.
I'm not trying to set anything on fire yet. But as the cleric, is there a way to just like hold fire or hold the element that you use, just like to practice with? Because I mean, you can't, everything's kind of like closed, but like she's by herself in the room. Does that make sense? Like you just hold the flame in her hand.
Yeah, it just, when you cast the Sacred Flame, it just kind of sits in your hand and it's this white gold. Or you tell me, what do you think the Sacred Flame looks like?
Yeah, that's how I described it last time.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of, yeah. Like a white, reddish kind of gold mixture, but she's just holding it in her hands and then just reflecting on the conversation with Madame Moira and then thinking about the other three and just how that ties into the prophecy and what that has to do with her. But also the jab that Latrell took at her, because you remember after everything, she went off to practice. So she could, hopefully that won't happen again, but also having like a nudging fear because of a lot of things that she just feels all the time.
And as you're going through these emotions and you see this flame in front of you, just kind of hovering, going up and down, just kind of stagnant, stable for a moment. It begins to flicker ever so slightly as your emotions are beginning to run through its course. The events of this timeline kind of was running through your mind and it's beginning to ebb and flow. It's almost beginning to shift and form into something new, something different. It's becoming unstable ever so slightly. But there's a presence that comes over you. Your flame stabilizes. You almost feel as if there is a hand on your shoulder, very faintly. And you swear in the sound that you know to be celestial. You swear you hear, "Peace, my child." And the flame stays, and it is, even when flame is stable, it's still moving. This flame is almost like solid, as if like this power you are wielding is very strong at this moment. It is very firm, and you are keeping this in control with this peace that is coming over you, if just for a moment. Perhaps you don't even know if like time stopped around you. That's how still this flame is. But in this moment, you feel like guidance. Something's watching, something knows, and something cares, and something wants to make sure that you know that who you're meant to be, and you're where you're meant to be.
Which is something that Arilla has felt before. So it's not completely alien.
You are very, very certain. You get this feeling a lot when you were first really training and understanding the power of Selune, the goddess. Yeah. So you don't know if this is her, you don't know if this is an emissary of her, but you know that this is connected to her.
And, the fear of losing control or not being able to control what, Arella's trying to do. She just takes a deep breath and then just closes the flame.
And with that, radiant light ceases to exist.
Yeah. And then just a calmness just surrounds her.
And as you settle with this feeling, as you begin to bed down and just get ready for the night, we switch back over to the goofballs in this inn who are probably in the midst of eating as they have gotten their food. It's pretty good, actually. For tavern food, it's not bad. Could have used some salt and pepper, probably, but there's salt and pepper on the table, so you can use that. But yeah, would you all like to do anything else while you're here? What are your plans after you finish or as you finish your food?
What time is it?
In our time, it's about like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
So Liliana is kind of getting lost. If Latrell and Elvinia are talking, she'll get lost in their conversation, or she'll get lost in like the bar conversation, but she likes to kind of melt back and be a fly on the wall. And she'll do that for late into the night, probably until like 11, 12 o'clock.
Okay.
Elvinia is just kind of like posted up, like how Strider was in Lord of the Rings, how he sat there with his cloak. He was just chilling. So like she's just sitting there with like her whiskey, just kind of observing. And she looks at Latrell, it's like, so for real, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna hang out with us? You gonna go about your business?
Y'all seem cool enough. I don't see why we wouldn't hang out. Finney's chill. You're chill. I would hope that I'm not too much for y'all, but
I think I'm pretty chill. Yeah.
It seems like we might be bound by something for now, so let's
yeah,
get to know each other better.
Yeah, I'm not super excited about this, but she just kind of leans back and actually like puts her feet up on like the corner, so she's like chilling and with her whiskey. She's like, so what do you do when you're not kind of, annoying princesses.
Looking for victims.
Victims.
Let's get one thing clear. I just need to clarify myself a little bit. I don't steal out of necessity. I steal out of spite.
Oh, I can deal with spite. The way you said victim, I was like, are you murdering people too?
No.
Are we just taking their stuff?
I steal. I don't kill.
It was very intimidating. I'm just saying, just to put in there.
Oh, I'm not worried about a victim. I mean, I've got plenty of victims. I was just clarifying, what's your level of I take stuff or I take stuff?
I guess it depends on the mood I'm in. I don't really have a gauge for that. It's never about what I do with it afterwards. Sometimes I see people that need to be knocked down a level, and that's what it's about mostly.
That's cool. I mean, I got no problem with it. I mean, you see, I like Charmed and Direwolf. I'm cool. I'm just trying to figure out where we are so you don't try to steal none of my stuff.
Absolutely not. I mean, if I do, I'll give it back.
I don't really have anything to steal.
I'm just here to keep y'all sharp. Just remember that.
I really I just work for my meager needs of the day. I don't really carry a lot of things, except my journal. That's really important to me.
Yeah, so
that.
Don't steal her journal. Don't take it. Nah, we're getting off on a good foot here. Don't take her journal.
It's not about whether I take it or not. It's whether she leaves it around. Sometimes you just need to watch these things. Like I said, I'd give it back. I'm just here to make sure that you're sharp. That's what friends do, right? We look out for each other. I'm just here to make sure that you're not get caught slipping. It would I think you'd much rather get caught slipping by me, who's gonna give it back, than someone who isn't, right? And he just.
I mean, that's legit. I mean, I'm so sharp though that I'm a bard of the sword. I sing with my blade.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm writing that down.
Oh, Vinny, you see in the corner when the bards, as you say that, 'cause you all aren't talking like really quiet, but you're not like yelling anything like that. But they just go.
And I see that. I'm like, what?
No. If you want to, take the stage. I mean, but I guess you don't really perform.
Oh no, nobody wants
her perform.
No, it's not that kind of show. I don't. No, the most singing I may do is in the bath after I've had a few, and nobody wants to hear that. When I say I sing with my blade, I mean I usually paint the town red, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I'm a tenor. That's a lot for me. So I'm just gonna, and he starts like packing up his stuff because he's already getting ready to leave.
You ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta go.
I'm a tenor.
I'm just making sure. I'm not
No, you're good. I enjoy song. I am glad for my bardic brethren that can carry a tune because I can't. I've got a bard friend where he uses fans with blades on it.
I mean, that's cool. Yeah, I get that. I'm basic. I keep it easy. I give my money. I sing, and I go. That's just that.
Yeah, you don't have to go. I mean, if you're gonna take the stage, I would love to hear you sing.
No. It's just too late for all that. It's
no, it's never
like
too late for a good
8:00.
song.
It's never too late. I'm behind Elvinia. Plus one.
When I actually like Flash of Silver, I mean, I'll make it worth your while.
Look, you don't got to tell me twice. Look. And he gets on the stage and he goes, this is an original I made when I was traveling between towns, and I noticed the beauty that was surrounding me. And he takes out his ukulele that he has, and he like strums it, and then he realizes the strings are a little flat, and he gets to make sure that's good. And he goes, all right, cool. This is called from Asheville to Ingleport. And he goes, Asheville face with the Ingleport booty. And he starts to play. And that he starts going.
You have to finish it.
Nope, he does
No,
not.
no.
You have to
Yeah,
finish.
you can't start that and not finish.
You can't not. You got to give me 2 more verses or lines.
Alvinia is like you just see her like flick her hand, and that silver goes to a copper if he doesn't actually sing.
You go. I like big boars, and you cannot lie. You Asheville folks can't deny. When a boar walks in with a snout on his face, and you look like you can't misplace, you get food. And he is making this up as he goes. He was not expecting. He's not that good. He's not that good. This is awesome.
He's kind of deep for tenor.
Yes.
He is a rapping tenor. He's one of those rappers who think they can sing. That's what he is.
Oh no, not that.
And he can't really do either.
And as Alvinia's sitting there, he just notices her going,
He keeps strumming, but it's fine. And his bandmates notice the travesty that's happening, and they get up there and they start to jam and they start getting.
Okay.
He tries to be a solo artist, but he's not good enough to be a solo artist. Unfortunately, he's the Michelle of the children of Destiny.
No.
Wow. Miss Michelle can sing. Don't you dare. Sorry.
Wow. I had
to come out of character.
That made me cry a little bit. That hurt my soul just a little.
Oh.
Either way, the night continues on, and it eventually gets to a point where the tavern is closing. Whether he gets his coin or not is up to you.
He gets a silver for his attempt.
Great. He will thank you and say, "You've inspired me. Thank you. I'll make another song just for you." Sword lady. Yeah. Ooh, I got you. I already got something. I got something brewing. Hey, maybe you might hear it later. We'll see. But yeah. Do you all settled in? Begin to head into inn, or like, what's your plan?
Before we leave, I go look for Steve.
Uh-huh.
I just walk up to him. I said, "Thanks for the apples." I dap him up, and as I'm dapping him up, I slide a few gold pieces into his hand, about 4 gold pieces.
Cool. And as you dap up and like you all, you dab, you like get together, he like holds you for a second. And he says, "Watch out. Just keep your ears open."
Oh.
Do I hear that?
Make a,
Are you still high?
Maybe.
Well, you weren't really high. You weren't.
Another level right now.
You weren't really high. You were just thoughtful. You were very, very thoughtful for a moment. I guess before I say yes, Latrell, would you want to have said this as you were leaving? Were they close? Were they not close? Like, in your opinion, what do you think?
In decent earshot. I guess it's up to whether they were paying attention or not.
Okay, yeah. Then if Liliana or Elvinia, if you want to have potentially heard it, if you want to make me a perception check, go for it.
Sure. Let's see, what is my bonus on perception? Nothing.
I got an 11, even though it was almost 17. I'm salty about that.
That I think is a 9. So yeah, I that's all I got was a 9.
Okay. You hear mumbling. You don't really hear what's being said specifically. But
and if it's Thieves' Cant, I wouldn't know it anyway.
It wasn't Thieves' Cat at this moment because they would get really close to each other.
Okay.
But he says, just keep your eyes and ears open. I've been hearing some stuff. I'm not really close to the Sanguine, but just keep up. Some stuff's going down.
Always. You know me.
I do. And he'll take that gold, and he'll keep moving. And
Keep it busy, young man.
You will notice that 1 gold got left behind. He's like, you don't need all that.
I scoop it back up.
Yep. And as you all begin to head to the inn, and I assume begin to settle down for the evening, you get there, and the innkeeper sees Fenris, and they go, marshals, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I was already informed that any potential damages from the newfound service companion will be handled by Brendan of the Foundry. Is this correct? Okay.
Sure.
Then here are your, and they hand you like these small keys. Your rooms are upstairs. You all have one apiece. I believe 1, 2, 3. The other one, the princess, is already in their room. But you will find yours right next to theirs. And thank you for being at the Drowned Pearl. Enjoy your night.
Did Liliana save any of the pasta bread bowl from the tavern downstairs?
Do you want to have saved any of the pasta bread bowl?
Yes.
Then you saved some of the pasta bread bowl.
I'm gonna wrap that pasta bread bowl up in a napkin, and I'm gonna leave a note, and it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna say, Princess Arella, please take this as a token of friendship. And it's gonna have like the worst smiley face. Like I tried really hard, but it's at the bottom, and I'm gonna just dress it up on her door. I'm gonna be really careful with it. And so she doesn't run into it or step in it, but like, it's there when she walks out. And I'll knock, and then I'll run away.
Arella, there's a knock at your door unless you're asleep. There's a knock at your door. You are.
My girl muted, but it's cool. There we go.
It's a lot going on. Arella was drifting to sleep, but I wake up at the knock of the door, kind of stumble over there because I was dozing off, and I open the door and I see nobody's there, which is weird. But then she looks down and sees this wrapped up thing.
I'm peeking around the corner. Maybe she does not perceive me, but I would like to perceive her without her perceiving me.
Keep going, but Liliana, give me a stealth check.
So she looks down and sees this rolled up, looks like food, but then sees this note and out loud says, "What the heck does this say?" Because she can't read it. The handwriting is illegible.
I had what I had, and you can read some of it, but the smiley face is atrocious because I'm not an artist, but I'm an artist with my words. All right, so you can piece some of it together.
The only word that she can make out is friendship, but the rest of it is like, what is this? And just being very confused and very tired.
Yeah, I feel that.
Steps back inside, closes the door, puts the food on the table, and rests.
And as the four of you, she was not perceived by you, Liliana. Her passive did not beat your stealth check. As the four of you begin to settle down and do what you need to do, we're going to take a break at this point. When we come back, it'll be the morning and another day in Ingleport. Thank you all so much for being here. Definitely stretch, bio, do all that jazz. Make sure you get up and just rejuvenate your body. We're here for a little bit longer. So definitely be here for that. We'll be back in about, who knows, about 5-7 minutes, something like that. So we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
to a life, can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bonnet. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat. You'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious. Release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon. Stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn. And I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted. Can't copy, printed. Can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence. So consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be speaking this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, call
Hello, everyone. We are back for part 2 of episode 3 of Dungeons and Durags. So we're going to go right back into this. It is the next day. You all are waking up. Whatever your what's the best way of describing it? Whatever your morning rituals are, they begin to they begin to become. Out of curiosity, how do each of you start your day? We're actually going to start with Liliana. How do you start your day?
I wake up, stretch and everything, do all my cat stretches. I go through my journal, make sure everything is labeled properly and kind of refresh on everything. And then I might take, some bits and nibbles of whatever carbs I got in my bag. I'll look around to make sure no one's been in here, make sure my knives and things are sharpened, check my clothes. Pretty refreshing morning, honestly. My routine's pretty simple.
Cool. What about you, Latrell?
I'm on a day with a Jack and Coke.
Okay. We say that's valid.
But does Jack exist in D&D? Does Jack Daniels
We'll
exist?
just say whiskey and pop, I guess.
So there's
cola.
actually a famous artificer who is an alchemist, and he goes by Jacqueline. Jacqueline is a gender-neutral name, and he has his homunculus named Daniel, or Danielle, and they created. They have a meadery. That's not necessarily in Ingleport or in Asheville or even in the continent area of Ouroboros, but they are very well known for their dark drinkery, good for imbibing, and people don't know how to actually say Jacqueline Danielle for some reason, so they've just resorted to Jack Daniels.
I kind of hate you for coming up with Jack Daniels and D&D like that. I don't actually hate you, but kudos for that fast. Yes, Jack Daniels exists.
She hates you. I love you for it.
I don't know. It's that I hate you. I don't really hate you, but also, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that.
Look, I'm just saying. Anyway, so you start with some Jack and Daniel, some Jack and D, some J and D. It's called J and D. And I'm assuming you shower or bathe and get ready.
Yeah.
Cool, great. What about you, Elvinia?
Elvinia always gets up, takes a quick bath, a longer bath if she can, and takes care of her knives. And now that she's got Fenris, she makes sure that he has some meat talks to him. She wants Fenris to want to be her companion, not just I charmed you and you're stuck with me.
Of course.
So she hangs out with Fenris, works on her knives. Then, she's like that. No one would think she's a bard. Someone probably would think she's an assassin walking around. Oh, and she also sharpens her horns.
Okay. Just during this time, go ahead, give me an animal handling check at advantage. I want to see what the process of training Fenris is.
Oh, God. Of course I have no bonus on animal handling, of course. But that is a 19.
Yeah,
I can read my own dice.
Heck yeah, let's go. You have the ability to give Fenris 2 more commands that he will 1000% listen to, and he is much more keen on. He walks away every now and then, but gets like a dog does, walks away just to see what's around, and then comes right back to you. He's definitely starting to do that a lot more now. He's getting used to your presence, getting used to your scent, and he is the power dynamic is definitely shifting in your favor. So you're doing well. Kudos. And last but certainly not least, Arella, how do you get ready in the morning?
Unmuting myself. So, Arella, I'm up at sunrise. So at the first, literally the crack of dawn, first morning light, Arella's up. She takes care of herself, her grooming, eats the leftover food that was just left at the door. Don't know why she decided to trust that, but she didn't have any other options because she went to bed without eating. And actually she goes out in front of the tavern, but kind of more off to the side away from people to resume training, constant training.
That's good.
And also seeing if the wand does anything, but doesn't really seem to respond to her.
As you're training, give me a perception check, please. Because this would be earlier in the morning too.
Early, yeah. Okay, so I remember the logo thing. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but a 7.
Okay. And you have a +7, I believe, to your perception. Yeah, so that's a 14 in total. As you're training, you don't really see what it is, but something just kind of scampers by you. Nothing bad, but just a body goes by. Because this is probably around, at this point, after you've done all the things you're doing, and you're now training outside, it's probably about in our time, maybe 9 a.m. or something of that. And I'm going to roll a D4. Oh, God, Jesus. Okay, that's a 3. Liliana, you hear it first. You hear a knock at your door, but it's when something small hits a door, the sound is slightly lighter. So it's and then it starts you start to hear scratching as well, but something's knocking at your door.
Hello? And I go and I crack the door open.
As you crack the door, you immediately see the snout of a red-brown individual, seemingly having scales on their snout. And they go, "Hi! Brenda told me to come get you!"
Whoa!
Hi! It's Crunk! Hi! We're your friends!
Please, oh my God, can you please be quiet?
Okay!
I'll give you bread if you be quiet.
You got bread? Yeah, I'll take bread.
Okay, come on in.
We're gonna get done too first.
Okay, but just okay. All right.
Okay, get ready. We're leaving in 5 minutes.
Oh my God. Do I just meet you downstairs?
Sure, yeah, meet me downstairs.
Okay, great. And I'll shut the door really fast.
Great.
And I'll just kind of
And he'll go to the next door, and this door will be Ovinia's. Hello? Hello? Are you in there? Brandon told me to go get you.
I opened the door, but I let Fenris go first.
Hi, doggy. What's your friend? You can't hear me. You don't speak. I thought your other friend it left to try to bite me.
Be quiet.
Okay.
You are too loud for this time of morning. Take it down. Quiet. Indoor voice.
Okay.
Indoor.
I'm trying.
You sound like an accordion. Someone just squeezed.
Brenda told me to come get you.
Okay, now same volume. Go knock on the other door, but indoor voice, indoor.
Okay, I'll meet you downstairs.
All right, just me.
And they like scuttle off. And they get to.
I'm just like, well, he's not an assassin. He's too loud for that.
They get to Latrell's door and they look over. Is your door still open?
Mine?
No, Elvinia. Did you close it back after Crunk left? Elvinia, did you close your door?
What?
I said, yeah. Did you close your door after Crunk left to like get back ready, or is it still open?
Oh yeah, no, I shut the door. I like tug on Fenris a little bit. I'm like, good boy, you get steak for breakfast.
Yep. And as they get to Latrell's door, they like look to see if the door's closed, and they go.
Wait, would I be able to have heard all of this from the hallway?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll to meet them at the door?
Nope.
All right, I just opened the door before he knocks. I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you. I'm coming.
That's downstairs. And then he gets scampers. It scampers back downstairs.
That's too loud for first thing in the morning.
Oh my god, it is actually stressing Liliana out to hear these creatures. But she gets her things and she goes downstairs. And if she sees them, she'll just kind of be like, and hope it doesn't see her.
You won't see it yet because he has gone outside, and he like as Arella is like practicing, like immediately goes to her and just starts. Hello!
Don't touch me,
Sorry!
creature.
I was coming here to. And you see they like look up at the direction.
And I appear. And I just, I'm just at the top of the stairs. I've got Fenris with me, like at my side, and I just look at them and raise an eyebrow. Indoor voice.
I was told that I had to talk like this now. It is time to go. Brenda told me to come to get you for and bring you back to the foundry.
Fine. Don't ever touch me again, creature.
You see his hand is like twitching because he really wants to, but he doesn't, but he really wants to. And he scampers back inside and he kind of runs around the table for a second and he like plops down, waiting for you all to join him.
Okay, I kind of look, I'm like, oh, it's you again. But then I sit down or I join them. I'm like, okay, good morning, everybody. Oh, this isn't awkward.
It's too loud. That kobold is too loud. Just give me coffee.
Oh, entirely. Yeah, I'll go get coffee. I go and get coffee.
Yeah, you get some coffee. You get like a mug, and there's some bean juice that is a little too bitter, but hey, it does the job apparently. It keeps your body going. And as the four of you kind of come back into this area, I assume that you all come down. Crunk like jumps up, ready to like get loud, sees Elvinia. Are you ready to go?
No, I can have coffee first.
I bring over the coffee. I have my orange juice. If Latrell's and I look to Arella and I'm like, would you like anything? I'm very happy to get it.
I'll have an herbal tea.
Bet. And Latrell?
I'll take some OJ.
I love orange juice. Okay, we can talk about that later. And I'll go and grab the tea and the orange juice and bring it back to everybody. And I'm really excited at the table now.
Okay, never mind.
I don't even acknowledge Crunk. I don't even look at Crunk.
He noticed.
I just sit there with my knife and I'm sharpening it. And I'm just like, if he goes full volume again, I'm going to slit his throat.
I can hear you.
I know.
That makes it really scary.
I know.
I'll finish half of my orange juice and then I'll give the other half to Crunk and I'll say if you're quiet.
Oh, Crunk is starts drinking it.
And I'm just looking at, I just mouth open, like just frozen, just staring at this thing like it's a problem. Just okay.
I feel like Arella would look like at the creature too, at Crunk, and be like horrified, like such horrible table manners.
Yeah, they look look at you, Arella, and go, You have a really nice elf dress on, you princess.
There's orange juice leaking from your mouth.
It's gone now.
I get a napkin and I wipe it off of Crunk's face because clearly Crunk needs help. Their face. I don't know if I know their name.
He and pronouns are fine.
His face.
Drell's just looking at this whole interaction and getting a very mischievous idea, but he'll hold on to it for later.
So,
I don't even want to know.
I look back at him and I say, okay, so what are we doing? Quietly. What are we doing?
I was waiting for you all to get done with your stuff, and then we're gonna. I'm escorting you back to Brendan's.
Okay, I'm done. Let's go quickly.
He looks at the others because he doesn't know if they're done or not.
Will we happen to know the way to Brendan's on our own?
I mean, technically you would, yeah.
All right, so I tell Crunk, we actually would know how to get there on our own. You don't have to worry about exploring us. If you don't want, you can just relax here. Actually, I got something for you. I can tell you like to sing, don't you?
No.
How much would I have to pay you to sing a song right here in this tavern?
You're preying on this kobold's ability to not take something. Any other time, I would gladly do that. But it's actually important that I'm there too.
Oh.
Let the creature do his job. Are we all ready to go?
Just look at Arella. I thought you just couldn't be sullied with us commoners. Why are you here?
Because I was also chosen, and I'm trying to fulfill my role.
Can you fulfill it without talking to us like we're all scum?
I don't think you're scum, but you have been mildly disrespectful toward me.
You first. You got back what you put out, princess.
Hey
No,
guys.
actually,
Hey guys.
Here.
Did you happen to get a bread bowl last night at your door? I was just curious because I got one too, and it was strange, but it made me really happy. And I think it was just a sign that, we all move past this and we embrace the bowl of friendship because it is.
Was that you that left that at my door with the illegible note?
No. I just happened to walk past and I saw it, and okay, yeah, it was me. I crept saw it.
Well, I appreciate it. That was my breakfast this morning, as I did not eat last night.
Quick question, a critical box over there. Would I happen to notice if Arella has a bracelet or not?
You would notice that the bracelet that you took is no longer there.
I'm so sorry. What was the reason to come in? It's in the critical box over there. Oh my god. Okay, so I know what type of game this is. I can take the gloves off.
Yes, you notice the bracelet's gone.
Arella, I have to ask seriously. You didn't happen to get robbed again, did you?
And I look at my bracelet. Are you referring to the bracelet that you stole and then I had to take back?
I prefer the term borrowed.
Stole.
Well, you received it back, right? I had every intention of giving it back.
Well, thief, I'll let you know that I happened to give it to some children in need.
Wow. So not everyone is scum to you.
I don't think that people are scum, but I do have a special hate in my heart for thieves.
Well, thieves have a special hate in their heart for the haughty.
And I have a special hate in my heart for the thing that's currently churning in my stomach. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's called tension. I don't know, but are you ready to go?
I just started walking out. I'm not worried about these people because y'all want to sit here and argue.
You're going the wrong way.
And I just keep walking just to be spiteful.
What were you saying, Chelsea?
I wait for everyone to get up because I'm polite.
Cool. Hey, everybody's gotten up. Everybody's gotten up at this point, I believe.
Okay, I follow behind them. Absolutely.
And yeah, Crunk also runs forward and goes, yeah, you might want to come this way. We're outside now. Outside voices.
No.
And he starts to trot and head.
Will Fenris listen to me if I say fetch?
Yes.
Fenris.
Hey.
Fetch our friend.
You can see Fenris go, just like look dead at Crunk and just, and he just begins to bolt. And with that moment of only thing that can be described as comedic glee, we head back to
never mind.
darkness with eyes peering. Why are you here? The individual says nothing. I will not repeat myself. Why are you here? I would think that you would thank the reason you are even here. And what is that supposed to mean? It means quite literally what I said. You're here because I and another made it be so. I believe you have a vendetta. Is that so? The big creature begins to stalk forward. Still dark, but there's a subtle light being cast from this individual, and you start to see scales, black, with a tinge of red. And who do I speak to? You can call me Darius, spawn of Zoriaxos. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Dungeons and Durags.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can't, why did you just drop that and then like be like, okay, bye?
Right.
It's called a cliffhanger and being an evil DM.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hey everybody.
I've met you, sir.
Hope you're all doing well. This has been the third episode of Dungeons and Durags. It was quite chaotic. Lots of role play. Next week, next week we'll not be here. But in 2 weeks, we'll be finally arriving at the temple to go meet Brendan and figure out what this quest might be. Let's go around, introduce ourselves, say who you are. We are going to go in reverse order. We're going to start with Chelsea. I'm sorry, we start with J-Rock. I lied. Technically.
Woo!
I'm JrocTheGod. Y'all can find me on Twitter and Twitch at JrocTheGod. Guy who's playing games normally without his hands. This was a lot of fun. I'm gonna give a shout out to y'all because every episode has been getting better and better. And this, I don't know if you can see it, but I have tears in my eyes from laughing this entire episode. This was great. CB, you are a fantastic DM, and thank you, y'all, for being here because this was a lot of fun.
Heck yeah. Now we go over to Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was just, trying not to cry there. Hi, I'm Chelsea, and I was your Tabaxi rogue for today, just trying to hold everybody together, which is very, very roguelike. I can be found on my Twitch channel and doing other shows that you can find on Twitter and all the other places. But please, I cannot express enough. This is such a unique story, and I have not had a campaign where I've laughed like every single episode. So hold this close. Treasure this, share this, and thank you so much, CB. You have made this just mwah.
Hopping over to Tanya.
Hello. You can find me everywhere as Cypheroftyr, CYPHEROFTYR. This week, you can find me on, of course, Black Dice Society Thursday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central. Friday, I'm doing a Jasper's Game Day game of Dragon Age. So if you like Dragon Age and you like RPGs, I'm going to run some players that have donated to sit at the table through either Curse of the Dalish or something I make up on the fly. Who knows? And then I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'll remember and follow me on Twitter to get that info.
MiladyConfetti.
Oh, that just made me so excited. I love Dragon Age. Everything Dragon Age.
I got you.
Hi, I am MiladyConfetti. I am MiladyConfetti everywhere. This week, you can catch me on my own Twitch channel playing the last leg of the Dead by Daylight anniversary event. And outside of that, you can look out for a new cosplay dropping this week. I said that I was taking a little hiatus, but this one is very special. So be on the lookout for that.
And last but certainly not least, hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as Critical Bard across all social media channels. I am a hot mess. Honestly, I do too much. I'm an active vocalist, tabletop professional. I'm on multiple streams. Literally after this, you can check me over on Saving Throw Show for New Pantheon Academia, where I play Kawame. You can catch me on Mondays over on Realmsmith for Curse of Strahd, Into the Mist. On other days, I do a lot. I will say next week, since we won't be here, I will be a part of Founders and Legends for GaryCon. I'll be playing with Satine Phoenix and a bunch of other folks, just having a good time over there. There's a lot of other things I can't announce yet. Just keep a lookout on the socials. Again, follow everybody here. If you want to support us, there's a tip command in the chat. If someone wants to drop that real quick. And yeah, let's go ahead and raid someone. Make sure
SJH Does Games, who is playing Pokemon Crystal.
Heck yeah. Let's show them some love. Again, thank you all so much for being here. Honestly, stay black, stay awesome. Stay doing what you do because you are awesome and amazing and you do things. We'll see you in 2 weeks, y'all. And until then, bye.
Bye.